everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, and today we're going to focus on our Make Ahead Thanksgiving and how you can take the stress off your life when you're preparing for your Thanksgiving meal. Today we're going to talk all about how you can prep ahead of time so that on the day you need to cook, everything is ready already. Let's go see how this all comes together. Today I'm going to show you how it's easy to do mise en place, or that's what the French call it, mise en place, meaning to set in place. Do all of your chopping, slicing, and dicing prep ahead of time. And if you get out your recipes and you figure out exactly what you need, you can do everything for each recipe, and you can either put them in little plastic containers separately, or in this case, I'm going to be prepping for stuffing and cranberry sauce. I need some fresh items for both of those things, and I'm just going to put them all in a container, one for the stuffing and one for the cranberry sauce. So today's video is sponsored by the Kitchen Love, and they provided me with this beautiful bamboo cutting board that has these silicone grips on both ends. It has a channel for catching drips if you want to go ahead and use this to slice meat like a roast or a chicken. And it also came with this awesome little set of utensils in this really cute little canvas bag. Well, it's like a muslin bag, but look at these, are really beautiful. They're substantial and they're finished. They're beautiful. These are made out of bamboo. Bamboo is naturally antimicrobial. The surface of the board is not going to dull your knives. It's made out of completely non-toxic material. It's really easy to take care of, and I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. If you would like more information on where you can obtain your own cutting board, these are really reasonably priced too, I will say. And I'll leave a link down below where you can find them on Amazon. But we're going to move on, and I've got my knife and I've got my containers over here. One that's going to be for stuffing and one's going to be for cranberry sauce. Super easy. What you're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut my apple and my pear up because I have a sweet cranberry chutney that I'm going to be making, and we're going to be doing that in another video. And I need little cubes of apple, but you can do this. I would say if you want to start your Thanksgiving week off like on Monday, chopping, slicing, and dicing all the things you're going to need to make ahead of time, then I would start on Monday with that, because these are going to keep in your fridge. If you're using it like I'm using an apple, I'm going to use this pretty quickly, but if you're going to do this ahead of time, I would just give it a squeeze of lemon and mix it all up in there. I'm also going to be cutting up a pear, and that'll keep them nice and fresh and also keep them from turning brown. And then I just can slip this right into my container. And like if you had a recipe that had, you needed to do apples, pears, and something else, you can just put all of that in the container and label it and just put it in your container. And like I said, make sure you label your containers so that you know what item is for what dish, and boom, you're good to go. There's my apples and pears ready to go for my cranberry sauce. And then we have our onion and our celery for my stuffing. And if you like something else, you know, in your stuffing, you're going to take whatever ingredients are necessary for your particular recipe and just get the things you can get done ahead of time done, because that's one thing you won't have to do on the day of Thanksgiving. Sometimes setting up and stopping to do the mise en place is the thing that takes the longest. I remember that being the case for my mom when I was a kid, is that Thanksgiving morning always started out with chopping, slicing, and dicing, so that she didn't have to do that and stop every single time she started a new recipe. She already had them done. Because you're gonna have onions for more than your stuffing. You might have your onions for stuffing and for green bean casserole. You might have, you know, little diced carrots for the same reason, and there might be, you know, several things that you're gonna use chop parsley in. You can chop that ahead of time easily. and then boom, you're all done. Another great thing you can do is if you're using fresh herbs, you can get those and you can wash them, roll them up in paper towel and put them in a Ziploc bag, and then they'll stay super fresh, just like they had been fresh picked. Yes, but you're going to get the paper towel damp anyway because you'll have, if you wash them, shake them off, and then just roll them up in that paper towel, it's going to stay nice and damp, and it's going to keep them fresh. I've done that for years. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut up my celery. I really like this cutting board too, because the way the grain is made up in it, it's not, my knife is just running really smooth on it. And then you can just transfer this to your container. You can chop whatever you need for this recipe, make sure you label the container, and you're good to go. And this is always how I like to chop celery. And this is another way you get it nice and uniform size. I cut it in half, and I cut each half in half. And then you just run your knife through it. Just like that. It couldn't be easier. This is also a great opportunity for you to practice your knife skills if that's someplace that you really need to practice. The more you chop, the more you rock. And then all you have to do to clean up this board is rinse it under some water. Just like that. And you'll want to dry it off right away. And then all you have to do is dry it with a paper towel and you're done. If you want to really maintain it after it's dry, you're going to want to just wipe this down with a thin coat of food grade mineral oil, and that's going to keep it in top condition for you. Before we finish up, I just wanted to give you a good look at what these boards look like when I'm not actually using them. What you're looking at here is two separate items in two different colors, and then they also have a gift set. So the Kitchen Love was generous enough to send these to me, and they've got the antimicrobial bamboo cutting board. Your choice, you can do the cutting board or you can do these utensils, which I think are really beautiful. These are listed separately, or you can get them together as a set. I will have links down below where you can either go to the page for the utensils, you can go to the page for the cutting board, or you can go to the page for the gift set. The gift set will actually feature some a bow. It'll be tied together with a bow, so it's easy for gift giving. I think these are great for housewarmings, for wedding gifts, for bridal shower gifts. These are great if you're son or daughter is moving into their first apartment, or they're going off to college to live in an apartment with roommates. I think these are just kind of really essential things to have in your kitchen. So I think they're really good quality. They're heavy. I love the silicone on them. Not like an oak board. This will take a beating a little bit more so than another hardwood cutting board. So I would just like to say thank you to the Kitchen Love for sending these off to me, and if you want to check them out, go down below and check out those links. And I think these would make a fantastic holiday gift as well. That's why they're going to be in my holiday gift guide for this year, and you can consider this that recommendation. And that's how you do prep ahead of time for all of your Thanksgiving recipes, making it super easy for you to get the job done on the day that you're going to be entertaining. So I hope that that is helpful. If you like this cutting board, go check it out on Amazon, because I think that you're going to really enjoy it. So go ahead and check it out if that's something that interests you. I hope that this information is helpful and takes a little bit of stress off your prep time for your Thanksgiving meal. Just take a deep breath and roll with it. Everything's gonna be fine. Even if all you're going to do is burn your turkey and end up ordering a pizza, it doesn't matter, because what the true meaning of Thanksgiving is just being together with family and giving thanks for the blessings that we already have in such abundance. Even if we think we don't have a lot, we have a lot. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you loved it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you're new to my kitchen and this is your first time visiting, welcome. I hope that you learned something. And if you liked what you saw, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, don't forget to hit the bell notification button, because we don't want you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope that you enjoyed this little prep video for Thanksgiving, and I hope that you give it a try, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.